7:07 right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. 7:07 already. Here we are, Wednesday, halfway through your work week and halfway to a Memorial Day weekend, meaning you'll all get at least a 3-day weekend. Unless you're one of those people following those TikToks that show you how to maximize your PTO days. Take 2, get 6, or take 2, get... They have a lot of good tricks out there.
Yeah, they do.
Some of you already texted in. Say you're going to have a 4. You're taking off Tuesday, too. So, not me. I'll take my 3 and I'll be happy. I'll be very happy Monday. Well, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Sleep past 4 on a Monday.
I know, right?
Let's do that, everybody. So we're all halfway there. You can smell the barbecues. Maybe you're going to take the boat out on the lake this weekend. Though last weekend I saw a ton of boats out on Lake Milton.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, the pontoons were out. The jet skis were already. I mean, it was packed. It looked like a Memorial Day weekend when we were driving back. It was Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. I was like, holy cow. Like, well, it's 80s. It's like 83 and sunny.
That's boat weather.
Yeah, that's definitely grab the pontoon. Or whatever boat you have. I think if I was going to do lake life, I'd go pontoon.
Yeah, because you can even get some pontoons that are like a little faster, like higher powered. Like we've done tubing with pontoon before.
Yeah, you can.
It goes pretty quick.
You can. I just think the pontoon for lake life.
Yeah.
Where, it's not like you have this, maybe you have a couple mile, but you know what I mean. It's not like open water where you want to like really go. Let's take off.
I know. Like, I love it. Lake water, I don't love.
I don't enjoy swimming in lake water. The ocean, I'm okay with. Whale pee, I'm good with.
Yeah.
I just don't like.
I don't know why or what the difference is.
Dirty.
Well, I think it's like the ocean like constantly has waves crashing, so it's not stagnant.
I've seen those waves.
I'm just saying, like, think of a lake. Sometimes it's like looks like a sheet of glass, right? It just sits there, and I feel like bacteria and
green.
Yeah,
water's green. I mean, come on, that's just me. So hopefully, if you got a boat. I mean, the weekend's coming up. I don't even know what we're doing Memorial Day. I have no idea, to tell you the truth.
We do the same thing every year. I mean, it's fine. Like cookout, like your basic
like you got to,
American
right?
Backyard,
You're like, you got to do some burgers and dogs, maybe some ribs.
I will say, I bought corn on the cob from Giant Eagle the other day. It's really good. It's not even really corn season yet, right?
Nope, but we've also already had corn on the cob, and it was delish. Delish. It must be delish if you went to Charleston, South Carolina, and we paid for your hotel and your airfare, because that's what we're giving away tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. This is your final day to become a finalist. We already got one this morning, and congratulations again to our winner, who I didn't put on my sheet, so I handed it over, and I forget her name. I know she was from Massillon. Nope, Minerva.
Minerva, definitely.
From Minerva.
I think her name is Stephanie.
Stephanie from Minerva. So congratulations. I can't remember her name. I shouldn't have handed the sheet in. But she was our finalist, and she's in the running. She's listening. She's like, hey, don't worry. We have your info.
Yeah, don't panic.
The sheet just got turned in.
Yeah. I took it, and I have to log it, and now you're in our digital system. But her name... Are you talking about Rubber Ducks?
No, my first finalist for this morning.
Oh, never mind. I didn't log that.
For still in here?
No. I took care of it and put it with the rest.
Good morning, Christian and Lauren. Long day of insurance calls to be made, but can you tell Taylor and Olivia good morning on their last Wednesday of the school year?
All right.
You're the best, so is Q92. That's it. Yeah, I know my nephews, their last day is tomorrow. They're done.
My son goes to school this week, and then next week he's got 3 days of exams after the holiday.
That's what the not daughter has. She's got this full week, and I believe finals are next week.
You're like, I consider this the last, like Friday will be like his last real day of school, because I don't count getting up and having to haul yourself into school for an hour and a half. Like,
come right back home.
Yeah.
Yep. Good morning, early risers. I'm off to work until Tuesday. Have a great day. Eyeglass checking in. So again, we have finalist spots for the flyaway to Charleston, South Carolina, 8 o'clock hour. Your Call Wednesday, Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame, and Walker Hayes tickets. So we have all that for you. We're off and running on a Monday morning. No, it's Wednesday morning, and it is 7:12 already. Damn it. Ariana Grande, one day I'll do it right. We can't be friends on Q. So I was wondering, like, who, if you could just fire anyone at your job, who's the name of the person you would fire and why? Just first name. And the text line lit up a little bit. You guys apparently want to say who you would fire. So let's get into the text here. These are names of people that listeners would fire if they could. Bye Mary with a waving emoji. Jen, she's a horrible know-it-all. So Jen would be fired.
All right.
Stephanie, Dan, and Ronnie, I would fire. You're firing 3 people.
Wow.
I'd fire Mike. He's the mole. Uh-oh, we found the mole. Raphael, you're fired. Someone said on the text line. Oh, that's funny. Pam, because she looks like a bulldog. Well, now we're getting personal. Now, wow.
Yeah.
My old job, Amy. No personality and cause negative vibes all around. Amy be gone.
Yep.
Steven, he sucks at life and can't do his job right to save his life. I'd rather do both my job and his just so it would make my actual job easier. I give him 0 of 5 stars. Hey.
Sounds like he's the worst.
Steven, you're fired. Melissa, for her lack of notice when she has appointments and having to cover hours for her continuously. All right, she's fired. I'd fire Phyllis because she's never at her desk, then bitches she's behind in work.
There's always one of them.
I want to talk about pen pals for a second while we have a few minutes. I really do.
I know.
And I actually have heard of this before, but I never really stumbled and actually went to the webpage. And I'll tell you, it's very interesting. And it all somehow leads back to Jake.
Doesn't it, most of it?
Yeah, and it's always when you least expect it, too. Like,
I know. When yesterday he just kind of busted something out of left field, and I'm like,
huh.
what'd you say?
So I forget if it was in my newsfeed for Facebook or Instagram or even X. I don't remember, but I saw like jailbabes.com. Now, when you hear that, you think porn. No.
No, it's not.
It is 0 porn.
Yeah.
Not at all. What is jailbabes.com? Some of you right now are going, ooh, I know, pick me. Well, for those of you sitting in your chairs going, I have no earthly idea what the hell jailbabes is, because it sounds like porn, doesn't it?
It does.
You know what I mean? It's just when you say it.
Like role playing or something
like,
weird.
Were you on
and kinky.
jailbabes.com at work? I was.
Right. You're
It
fired.
is women in prison that are seeking pen pals.
Yeah.
And they're able to post pictures of themselves and descriptions and everything.
Yeah. It's odd.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they even break them down by age on this website, where you can look for girls. The breakdown is 18 to 23. 24 to 26, that's an odd bracket. 27 to 29, 30, 32, 30, and it goes all the way up to 51 plus. So all these women are in jail, and they'd like someone to talk. Listen.
And like none of them are in jumpsuits or like striped
No,
outfits.
these
They're
are
in like
pictures from like your Facebook profile.
like before they hit the clink.
Yes. For instance, I just clicked on Summer. Her name is Summer. Love the description. Read this yesterday. I was like, well done. Hey, y'all, my name is Summer, but they call me Yummy Summy. Love, loyalty, and respect is what I live by. I'm a queen lioness, and I'll protect the ones I love. I'm a fun-loving, outdoorsy type of girl. I love to be adventurous and also enjoy being just laid back in a hammock. I love to be spontaneous, too, and just jump in the car and go, not knowing where we might end up, like prison. I'm sweeter than honey, but meaner than a yellow jacket. So if I sound like your kind of tea, hit me up. Looking forward to hearing from you. And it tells you her full name. It tells you even where she's incarcerated. This girl, let me see where she's Her earliest release date is March of 2026. She's born in 94. Tampa, Florida is where she's in jail. It doesn't say what they're in jail for.
Okay, unless they say. Because, like, I'm looking
Some
at
they
one
do.
now. This is Daphne from West Virginia.
Yeah.
And she says, an assortment of schedule. 1 narcotics plus a few guns equals 121 months in federal prison. I strongly question their math, but whatever. Not only am
I like it.
Not only am I a genius entrepreneur and rowdy heroin addict, I'm a graffiti/new school artist with perfect teeth and bulletproof charisma. Try me. And she gets out in 2030. That's her earliest release date.
Okay.
She does have a high school diploma. She worked as airport staff prior to incarceration.
There you go.
And in prison, she has learned to be an artist, a muralist. She's learned to cook. She loves learning about plumbing and reading and writing. And you can actually email with her if you don't want to get out your quill pen and a piece of paper.
So if I could fire my ex-boss when I worked there, I would have chose that. Her name was Penny. That's extra points for name dropping?
Yep.
Just first names, please. 30% raise, please. Fire, I'm petty.
That's funny.
I would take the raise because if I'm going to fire somebody, I would want them to know it was me. All right, you're all right. I'll be selfish for sure, firing them. I'll take the 30% because I would need to fire more than one employee to have my sanity.
That's funny.
Fair enough. In this economy, I'll definitely take 30%. I'll take the raise. I don't need the bad karma. What if the bad karma is the...
Right. Well, I mean, that person should be having bad karma if they're treating everybody horribly.
Someone said I'd fire a coworker for a 30% raise. No, that's not the question. What does Jake think about this? He said he's taking the money.
Yeah.
I would do 30% raise because karma's real. I wouldn't want to get fired later on in life. That's two people worried about the karma of their actions. Times are tough. I'm taking that money, says the one texter. You guys are making me appreciate my job, LOL. I'd take the raise for sure. I'd even take it if it was 10%. Listen, no one here said they would turn down a raise of any kind.
Oh, of course not.
Today's hit music, Q92, 8 minutes away from Look at Sports. At some point this hour, you're going to hear the cue to call to become a finalist for the summer flyaway to Charleston, South Carolina for you and whoever the hell you want to take. We give it away tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. Become a finalist today. Last chance, last day to become a finalist. So your chances with us, with Nicolina, with Kelly this afternoon, and Ryan tonight, that's it. So I keep Q92 on all day and be listening for cues to call. We're also going to give you a chance to become one on the live video stream of the morning show that's on right now on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Go over, click the like button, and what emoji? If you're in a hotel, should we use a hotel emoji?
I don't know if there is one, but is there a pineapple?
I'm sure. Right?
Yeah, let's do the pineapple because of the pineapple fountain in Charleston.
There's got to be a pineapple. Yeah, there's a pineapple. Put the pineapple upside down if you like.
No, you can't turn it emojis upside down and stop. We're not giving that away.
Except, what if we were? That'd be crazy.
Pretty sure we'd be in violation of something.
That'd be crazy. So put the pineapple emoji in the comments section. Let's start filling up the comments with those pineapples. And we're going to pick one of you at the end of the show and make you a finalist. And who knows, maybe we'll call you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and tell you that you're going to Charleston, South Carolina, and Q92 is paying for your flight and paying for your hotel. How great is that? I saw a funny question this morning. I forget what the hell it was on when I saw it. It was asking the question, what was your craziest day at any job you ever had? I had a couple. Not so much here, but at my other one in Youngstown.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say the craziest day is when the police escorted one of my coworkers out of the building. Like, came in, escorted. I was told to stay in the production room and not come out.
Oh,
until it was okay.
Was it? It wasn't here.
Oh, I just said it. I was in you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. There was. And I think I've told this story before, but there was a salesperson. Now he was a very large man.
Okay.
Not only was he big in like girthness, but he was like.
Did you just say girth?
Girth.
Okay.
He was like 6'6".
Yeah.
So like Paul Bunyan like man. And he was a legend. There were some websites where you order dates with women. And apparently they were
he was ordering some dates with women.
Well, in places where he was going to do quote sales calls. And unfortunately, a little oversight that he made is that his office had a window and his computer the screen faced the window.
They didn't have like IT that like all of a sudden was like, zing, somebody's doing something they shouldn't.
Female, I believe one or two female employees saw it, went down, and they did some investigation. I don't think it took too long. Because I believe this is true too, it was also on his favorites tab.
Oh, let's bookmark that for later.
It wasn't like, all right, we need a real good computer guy to dig in and see what we can find. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was police escorted out, and I was told to stay in the production room and not come out until I was told.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, at the time, I had no idea. I just get told, hey, stay in here, don't come out till I tell you. And that was it. And the door shuts.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I did come out. And then I saw 3 police escorting out. There was no tussle. There was no physical. But that was an odd day.
Yeah.
That was a very odd day at work. You don't see that a lot.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. You have a crazy day at work? Your craziest day at work?
You have no idea. I can top yours.
I'm sure.
I just feel bad, like, saying it because everything's fine, like, and this person's a really good person, but I would have to say, like, truly, everybody makes mistakes. But
absolutely.
It was probably the day that the owner of our company got arrested, and I was in charge of PR and marketing. That was probably one of those days where I was like, oh, like.
Just like staring at the like empty press release with your computer, like,
how do I put this? Well, and then press started showing up at our business. So it was like we had to close and lock doors and no statements until we had a professionally drafted state. Like that was probably the and it was emotional too because I loved the guy. Like he was, he was a great person, made some mistakes. I mean, but yeah, that was. Oh yeah, that was probably my biggest. Oh my God, day at work.
I was for real scared. I just wish I was given more detail.
Yeah.
I came in and my boss at the time, and he had a very serious look on his face. Mm-hmm. I knew immediately he was not playing.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, stay in here. Don't come out till I tell you. And my first thought was like, well, if I'm in here, I'm kind of trapped.
This kind of sounds like, this kind of sounds like when my sister told my parents she was pregnant. And I all I did was come down the stairs, and my dad turned around and he was like, "Stop where you are, turn around, go back upstairs. We'll let you know when your ride's here." Like, because I was waiting for a friend to pick me up. I was like, okay.
Upstairs I go.
Right.
Jake, do you remember a craziest day at one of your jobs? Like it was just like, what you went home almost like, what was that?
I can't top yours, but when I was working at McDonald's, I got an ice cream cone thrown at me.
Are you serious?
But was it someone like a customer or like a coworker?
No, it was a customer.
What were they mad about?
They ordered an ice cream cone and like a large fry with no salt. So we had to make the fries fresh, like as you do.
Was it my mom?
And then I gave her, no, I can tell you it was not.
My mom always orders no salt for fresh fries.
I know who this lady is.
It irritates me.
Yeah. So I gave her the ice cream cone and I was like, go to the next window and we'll give you your fresh fries. But she ordered them together because she wanted to eat them together. But by the time we gave her fries, her ice cream cone was melting and she was mad about that. And I was like, well, that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone.
Wait. You said that's not my fault. Eat your ice cream cone?
Yeah. I didn't know if I said it was my fault, but I did say, well, if you would have ate it, it would have been melted. I think I did say that.
Okay. I can't see you being like, too bad, lady, eat it.
Well, I was, because she was already on my nerves because she was asking, are these fresh? And then I was like, yes. And she goes, no salt. And I was like, yeah, no salt. And then she said that there was salt on them, even though there wasn't.
But here's the thing about McDonald's. You guys salt it in like that big area. So even if you don't salt the fresh batch, tell me there's not salt still on the bottom. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
You're going to get some.
Exactly.
So did she hit you with it?
Yeah. So she gave me attitude and then I
told her. In the face?
No, she missed. Well, because it was during COVID and we had like a little plexiglass protector over the
so that
window.
protected your face.
Yeah, and then she got mad, and then I told her that I would give her a new fry, and then she walked up to my window. I forgot she wasn't even in the car because her husband was driving, and so she got out of the car and walked up to the window, and so she was standing next to the window, and then the window closed, and she like took her hand like shoved it open, and I was like, no, enough. So I gave her money back. And I said, get out. I said, leave, and then she took her money, and then she yeeted the cone, and it hit me.
Did you say yeeted it?
Yeah, she yeeted. She yeeted the cone.
That is fantastic.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Yeeted the cone.
I understand about service and frustration and all that kind of stuff, but when did we as a society decide that it was acceptable to assault people with ice cream cones over, to me, something that's so trivial? Because most of the time, if you have like a delay in your food or you have an issue with it or it's cold, like, they'll make it right. You just go in and be nice about it.
Yeah, a lot of times they will. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was
a good one, Jake. Ice cream.
I would have loved to have like stood there and watched that go down. I mean, I'm glad she didn't like get you in the face or something highly embarrassing, but you handled it right.
That is good. All right, what was the craziest day at your job ever? 330-450-9292 or text Good Charlotte Lifestyles Q92. I hope you have an iridocyclitis day, Christian. Haha, kidding. But you need to play it. Well, I mean, it is one of the greatest memes of all time. One of the greatest spelling bees I've ever watched. I used to love the spelling bees. They still air them on ESPN?
I don't know.
Remember there was a girl that would like cover her mouth and like spell the word in her mouth before she would do it?
Well, I think that's smart. It's like a test run. Yeah.
Like BLE. LCO. I loved it. I loved her. I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is great.
You're not wrong now that you say that. You really are good at the impersonation.
So good. And the one kid that thought he had the word right but didn't.
And then when they said that they're wrong, they would have this look of like,
no,
what?
But he was like, yes, I know this. I know this. And then he missed it.
And they would be like, I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
He was like that, and I felt bad because it really wasn't a cocky kid. It was a happy kid.
Like he was excited because he really thought he nailed it.
He wasn't like, ha ha. He was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like can I find it? I don't know what the hell you type in. Spelling bee. Yeah, kid thought he knew.
Right. What's that Google search look like?
I don't know. I go to YouTube. Spelling bee.
Were you ever in a spelling bee?
Kid. No, but I've said this over the time I've been on Q92. I know I've said this a million times. I wanted to be in it every year. Like I literally.
Well, then why weren't you?
I lost.
Oh, I see.
You did the
You
spelling bee
pre-qualified in your classroom, right?
I never won in my class.
Oh.
But I was like pumped when it was time every year, and I was like, this is it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I can do this. And I would get a little bit far. Like half the class would be sitting down because they're done. I'm like, oh man, never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened.
I always got
always
pretty.
won it? Vince Tornacasa always won it.
Oh.
Vince, I hope you're doing well, you and your family, but damn you.
I believe it was Iri Hashimoto who always won in our class. I got pretty far in the classroom spelling bee, though. I was proud of that.
Oh, I think I found it. Hold on, let me wait for an ad, I'm sure. Hey, hello, Hertz. Okay. This kid, it's a famous clip on spelling. It's matter of fact, this clip alone, I don't know who posted this, 5.6 million views.
Okay.
So the thing is, the kid comes up and he thinks he knows the word. And again, it's not out of arrogance. It's out of happiness.
Excitement.
Here's Jacob again.
Deep breath.
Kabara Goya.
Kabara Goya. I knew it. I totally knew it. Okay. Kabara Goya. Cabaragoya. Kabara Goya. What?
Kabara Goya is spelled Kabaragoya.
What? Yeah, he lost.
That's what I'm saying. They're always surprised, like, you're wrong. Reread it.
It was a K, not a C. Poor kid.
Yeah.
I talked about this for a little bit ago. Lauren, not a fan of this. I understand. What do these scientists really know? What do these people in these rooms really know?
Yeah.
But according to metrics or whatever you want to do, again, Zeus, the dating site that I used back in the day, they found out things that will get you more responses when reaching out to women on this dating app. Listen to this. Messaging and complimenting a girl on her glasses, 39% more responses than normal. Complimenting her eyes, 11% more responses. And 13% if you compliment her tattoo. But glasses, your chances go up 39% that she writes back to you.
How in God's name would you come up with percentages like this? What did you
I don't know.
put out a national call? If you've got glasses and eyes,
You look at the, I guess.
and you online date, we
I
want to talk to you.
I assume that they can look at everything that gets a response. I imagine they can see everything that goes on in the world of Zeus, I'm sorry. And that they see complimenting with glasses gets more responses. Maybe there's some, I don't know.
Why are they reading people's messages?
Because it's the internet. Everyone does it.
No, they should not be reading those. And Zeus, like if it's private messaging and you're getting a compliment,
I don't know.
the only time that Zeus should be reading through those is with the FBI if there's a problem.
Please,
okay?
we're on Facebook. If you say steak, Longhorn shows up in your news feed 2 seconds later. You don't. I mean, if Facebook's allowed, I'm pretty sure Zeus is. And it even says, "Don't be afraid to be a little flirty." Listen to these words that will get you more responses. Man, I'm trying to help. 66% more responses by using the word adorable.
Here we go again.
42% the word 7:37 right here on today's hit music, Q92. Still haven't played that Q to call yet for a finalist for Charleston. When you hear it, be caller number 10. You'll be in the running for a chance to win a trip for two to Charleston, South Carolina. We take care of your airfare. We take care of your hotel stay. Just go and have a great time. We call the winner on tomorrow's show. Let's go back to the text line. Craziest days at work. Text message. I had a boss one time that would have sex with the delivery guys in our bathroom and then would want me to come back when it was done and see the evidence.
Ew.
That's not a day. That's a recurring event.
Hopefully that person needs arrested.
I feel like that should.
Why is your voice so high?
You can't. You can't do that.
No, that's a huge no.
And you the way this text comes in implies that this would happen often. I mean, if you want to be like, hey, look, I reorganized our files. I mean, that's fun.
Right. Like, look at this new organization system. Or
yeah, look, I got new coasters for the break room.
There's donuts. You want to come see donuts in the back?
Got some Krispy Kreme in the back. Well, I guess you did. That's my God. That person got fired, right?
I would hope.
Where? I don't want to know the net, but like, what kind of company was that? Oh. Hey, come look. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse. I had a crazy family member come in to visit her grandma and lay under the Christmas tree and wouldn't move. Police had to come get her and take her to the psych facility.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's kind of sad. Like, she didn't know what she was doing.
She thought she was a gift.
Right. The whole family.
Yeah. I used to work at Cinemark, and I found an elderly man dead in the theater. He came in alone to watch Jurassic Park, had a heart attack, and died in the theater. The EMTs took him out the secret side door to not disrupt the rest of the theater. That is a crazy day at work.
Yeah.
Folks, I did not expect you to come this hard with these
yeah, you've had some days,
craziest
for sure.
days at work. My God, we're only 2 texts in. Every day is crazy at the Christian Children Home of Ohio, but my craziest day is being in a 1-hour hold with 2 other staff and a kid by the road. 1-hour hold?
I mean, that would be like, are we talking juvie or prison or?
I don't know. By the road? Interesting. Jake, someone told you to just take that with a grain of salt. The fry thing.
I get it.
I'm a home health nurse.
I just got it.
There you go. I'm a home health nurse in a psychiatric patient home. Several years ago, he told me he was feeling like he needed to stab someone in the neck with an ice pick.
Oh, geez.
Definitely could see the crazy in his eyes after getting out there safely. I called the police, which needless to say, they had to remove him in handcuffs, kicking and screaming. Craziest day of my job, text message, is when the SWAT team showed up as I was delivering mail to their house.
Oh, my God.
You had to think for a second they were there for you, right?
Like you had
Because
something
no
in your mail truck that they wanted?
You could be the most squeakiest clean human in the world. When the cops show up around you, you assume that you have cocaine in your butt and you're about to get busted. You know what I mean? You're like,
Why
oh my
did you
God.
go with that?
Oh my God, they're going to find the heroin. Oh no, they know. I'm in charge of the mob.
Do you know what I live in mortal fear of?
I don't.
My screenshot, like of me in a store showing up on the screen, like we did self-checkout yesterday at Meijer and my son started confusing things because he like jumped ahead of me, grabbed stuff and scanned it. And I looked at him. I'm like, no, back off. Let me ring all of this. I will not end up on social media.
We'd like to talk to this lady about an occult investigation.
Right. That happened at Meijer in North Canton.
That's funny. And it happens a lot.
It does.
You guys always get caught. They have cameras.
Listen, we had a friend who went into someone's carport to see if they had a gas can because they ran out of gas. They ended up all over social media. It was totally innocent. They were just looking to see if there was gas available. They were going to try and figure out what unit to go to, but it was just where they broke down. Ended up all over social media, thinking that they were like looking at car break-ins.
Well, I get it. I could see why they would.
I mean, it was cleared up and they didn't get in any trouble for it or anything like that. But
that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, and it's funny when your husband texts you and is like, is this so-and-so? I'm like, oh my God.
Look at that.
Right.
Text, I once worked at a fraternal order of Eagles, and my boss, who was the trustee, told us to stay in the kitchen because the FBI was coming to talk to him. One of the members had robbed a local bank and traced the money back to the Eagles.
Oh my gosh.
He spent the money gambling in the Eagles. And we got SWAT teams showing up, the FBI showing up.
People are shady, man.
We got dead people in movie theaters.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Do have traffic update for you. Just give me the text line as well. 30 West by 77. Multiple car accident. 30 East, they said. They fixed that. So 30 East. Oops, 30 East.
Yeah.
So
All
30
right.
East by 77, multiple car accident. Do be careful if you're heading that way. If we get any more updates, we'll let you know. Let me see. I got time for one or two more. I was working in a nursing home many years ago. I go to get on the elevator to go to the second floor. The elevator door opened, and two female workers were fighting in the elevator. As the door opened, the one female threw the other female out of the elevator. She hit the nurse's station that was in front of the elevator. They continued to fight until we could break them up.
Oh, my God.
That's a crazy day at work.
Yeah.
That's a crazy day at work. Let me see.
Yeah, keep them coming if
So,
you got them.
Apparently, a couple more of you know about that one manager about the delivery drivers.
Oh, whoa. So this was...
I had a senior citizen throw adult diapers at me when I worked at Walgreens because it wasn't senior day. Interesting day at work.
Yeah.
I'm in building maintenance, and I was walking by one of the public restrooms at one of our facilities. I look to the right, and all of a sudden, I see a gun slide out from underneath a bathroom stall.
Stop.
I stop, look at the guy, hurriedly runs out of the stall with his pants around his ankles and grabs the gun, and we locked eyes.
Well, I mean, you're allowed to carry if you have a license.
You are.
I mean, was it like when you go to sit down and pee and your keys fall out of your pocket? I mean, it could have been the same thing.
No, but I don't like to lock eyes with a man whose pants are at his ankles.
And has a gun.
Yeah, and with you had the gun in too. I really don't want to lock eye. Wow, they're still coming in.
Oh,
Again,
like
your
this.
craziest day at work. What was it? It's Dua Lipa, Dance the Night on Q. Got Christian and Lauren need a little advice.
All right.
And this might help Christian out someday, too.
Okay.
At what age do you think it's safe for your child to play sports? I would think that would depend on the sport a little bit.
I agree. I mean,
You're talking about like tackle football.
yeah.
I can only, what my brother and his wife did is they got all three of their boys into flag football first.
Yeah.
They played flag football for years.
Yeah.
And then they transitioned in, I want to say like seventh and eighth grade, they went to tackle football.
Yeah.
Like, what was it like? Yeah, Ryan just finished his eighth grade. Noah's going to be in seventh next year. My nephew Michael's playing in eighth grade next year. So that's kind of how, and then my other nephew Michael just started football. First sport he ever played, tackle football. But he's in seventh grade.
Yeah.
That was kind of, if you're talking that kind of contact sport, that was kind of the plan that my brother and his wife did. And I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
Because you learn some of the fundamentals in flag.
Oh, I agree.
And in a less physical toll. And then you understand. So when you go to tackle football, you have
you learn the rules of the game. Like really what the game's about, I think. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of organized sports. I think that.
I think they're great. I think they're great. And I'm sorry. I think they're great for socializing with and getting social skills. They're great for exercise.
Yeah.
Getting them off the video games and out of the house.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I think whether your kid shows an interest in soccer, baseball, softball, I agree. Because my son, I promise you, if he we'll ask him. I'll never force my kid. I will never force my kid. I will be, you and I think agree on this. If you sign up for something,
you've got to finish it.
You're going to see it through.
100%.
If when the season's over, you decide that's not for you, fine.
Yeah.
But if we're playing a season of, let's say, soccer, you're playing soccer.
Well, to me, a commitment's a commitment. You teach them that early on. Like, if you're going to commit to doing this and you say you want to do this, you have to follow through. Yep. Because, I mean, that's life. You have to follow through.
There is a queue to call. How would you like to be a finalist for a chance to win a fly away to Charleston, South Carolina? You don't have to pay for the plane ticket for you and your friend. How would you like a hotel in Charleston, South Carolina, after we fly you there for free. And the hotel's free too. All you got to do is just go out and enjoy yourself. It's that simple. We give this away tomorrow morning. Become a finalist right now. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck. I always get calls from my DoorDasher. It infuriates me. And I don't get it. All right, we're condos.
You get mad that they call you?
Yes.
Oh.
What? Because they can't find my condo. And I'm sorry, but like, what about the 4 numbers of my address that are literally on the garage? Do you not see? Plain as day, hi.
Touche.
And they come in there. Are you in the apartments behind the condos? I'm like, no, we're the condos. And I say the numbers, and they go, oh yeah, oh there's the number right there. I'm like,
do you have a front porch light?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we do.
Well.
And the 4 numbers of the address are literally on the garage of the condo.
I know.
The color's gray. The numbers are bright white.
Yeah.
So I can't, I try to like see their point of view, and I'm like, I don't. And they always go, oh my God, it's right there. I'm always, yeah, it is. I don't want to speak with you. I just want you to drop the food off.
I know.
I don't like human interaction.
That's
it's not
kind of
you.
the point of DoorDash.
Yeah, it's not you. I don't like human interaction that much.
It's not you personally.
Yeah,
it's
not
all
you.
humans.
You could be anyone, and I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you. Anyone. No, I just for some reason I always get a call, and it always says DoorDash. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me.
Well,
hi, I'm your dasher. I don't know where you are. Where are you? Are you by the apartments? Or the condos before you get to the apartments?
Yeah, that would be kind of annoying.
I'm like, yeah, and they'll be like, oh my God, I'm right in front of it. Yeah.
Thanks for the call, though, buddy.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
Congrats to our newest Q92 finalist.
Guess congratulations are in order.
Q92, hello, who is this?
Courtney,
Courtney, where are we calling from this morning?
New Philly.
All right, Courtney, congratulations. Your caller 10, so you're now a finalist.
Awesome. Yay.
Congratulations, Courtney. You're now in the running for this amazing trip to Charleston, South Carolina. Would this be a girls' trip or a date trip with your significant other?
Probably take my kids, honestly.
Oh, that would be awesome. Well, Charleston is gorgeous. Good luck. You're now in the running for this. Hotel and airfare included for you. Just tell everybody your favorite station making you a finalist.
Q92.
All right, there you go. Another finalist. Your next chance to become one is in the 9 o'clock hour. We have 2 opportunities with the Q to call. And again, we are making a finalist out of someone that goes over to the live video feed of the morning show, clicks the like button, and puts pineapple emoji in the comment section. If you do that, you have a chance to be randomly selected at the end of the show and made a finalist. You still have chances with Nicolina and with Keller this afternoon and with Ryan tonight. So I would keep your radio on Q92 all day long. We're talking this hour about the craziest day you had at work, the craziest thing that happened at your job. Let's go to the phone line. Q92, hello, who is this?
Well, can I go nameless?
Sure. Charlie, no name.
Okay. So this is an interesting story. I work in a government office, and I've been there 30 plus years now. I was in my early 20s, and the FBI raided our office. They were going through our dumpsters. They were going through our trash. They were questioning us. Needless to say, I might have peed myself a little.
Don't blame you.
That's probably why she didn't want to say her name.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably it. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, do I have a job the next day?
Oh, that's the worst.
Do you know what they were looking for?
Some people disappeared.
Oh
my goodness.
Say no more. Literally, I don't want involved. All right.
We don't want to know anymore.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. A lot of you have had some interesting, crazy days at work. Let me see here. Got a little more time. I'm a nurse and do home visits. The apartment I was in got raided by a SWAT team. I opened the door for my elderly patient, and there were guns pointed right at us.
Oh, my gosh. That literally would have called for me peeing my pants.
I'm assuming they had the wrong house.
I'm hoping.
When I was 17, I worked at a restaurant with my friend, and she walked back to the office supply room and walking in on our boss watching porn on the office computer.
Oh, God.
It would be a crazy day at work.
It would be.
Not as crazy as some of these other stories, but still, that, like I said, I had a guy escorted out by police because he was using escorts on the company, ordering them.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you could do that.
No.
Not around here. I thought Vegas you could.
I think you could probably get away with anything. Is that what the dark web is for? I've heard bad things about the dark web.
Oh, yeah, the dark web is not a good place.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe you find somewhere.
I don't think
I don't
it was
know
on
how
the
you
dark
get,
web.
Like, employers usually have firewalls and stuff, though. Like,
why would you put it in your favorites tab?
Well, yeah, that was dumb. Unless you relabeled it like
your computer screen faces
Walmart.com.
the window. Yeah, that's where you put the ESPN. Not just one day, but a recurring thing that happened at my work for a while was there was a woman who would poop on the bathroom floor on purpose because she was disgruntled. This went on for weeks until corporate put a camera pointing at the door to see who was the secret pooper. This was the talk of the office every time it happened.
You know what? Where I used to work, someone actually went to the bathroom and then
Serial pooper?
Like it was on the stall walls and like
there are a lot of poop casas out there.
Why?
A lot of poop casas. My old job too, I used to have. We would have poop casas.
Why would you ever want to touch that?
I don't know. I don't know who eats a burrito, takes a dump, and says, "You know what? Wall art." You know what I mean?
It's time for arts and crafts.
I see. I'm getting inspired.
I need a mental health break.
I'm getting inspired. It's a butterfly. Dental hygienist here. I had a patient tell me to dig harder as I cleaned her teeth. She said she likes it hard and rough and would moan when I'd hurt her mouth.
Oh, my God.
I asked her to be rescheduled with a different hygienist.
I don't blame you.
So awkward.
Oh, my gosh. That's so gross.
I don't know who said that, but that is fantastic. That turned her on, the drill or whatever. Listen, I am a normal, warm-blooded American male like everyone else. I don't know anything about the dentist office that would ever turn me on. I
Nothing.
despise going to
Yeah.
that place. And when the scrape. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, when they get the plaque off. You had a lot of that, yeah.
Ugh. They're still coming in. That's insane.
This is awesome. We'll pick it back up. These are good.
Craziest days at your job. It's Jesse Murph and Jelly Roll. It's Wild Ones, Q92. So how about this? Yesterday, I was falsely accused of a crime.
Okay, but to be fair, like I actually almost believed it for a second. I was like, and if that's the case, I was a little like impressed by you. Because I'm like, how would this ever even happen? You have globally affected the plumbing of the world. Like,
I mean, here's the short of it, folks. I went home yesterday and I decided to take a poo. Like you do. Nothing felt different. It didn't feel any more impressive than any other bowel movement that I've had over the years.
It was just a normal day.
Normal poo to me, actually good consistency. It looks healthy.
Your post-work poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I flushed said poo and went about my day. Didn't think anything of it.
Until
later on, I went to the sink and we had no water pressure. So I go, and we have no water in the house, and I go, Jamie, because she's the man of the house that fixes things. I go, Jamie, there's no water coming out of the sink. I hear, what? There's no water coming out of the sink.
Right, which is the problem.
And she begins to tell me that one of my poos is turtle heading.
Ew.
It must not have went all the way.
It clogged the toilet. Clogged.
What she believes that it didn't go all the way, and that maybe it clogged it. And we're looking, and I grabbed the plunger. I did some plunging. Little guy didn't want to come out. I mean, it was like Groundhog Day. He didn't want to come out and see a shadow. But I could see him only from an angle. Kind of had to stand and do it to see him. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just barely. Kind of like if you were in an aquarium and the eel is in the, you know what I mean?
I got it.
Okay. I just want to make sure. Jake, you got the visual?
I got it.
All right. So we go around, we're looking around the house. There is no water in the entire house. And now I'm being accused by my fiance, who I love, that I have clogged the toilet so terribly that all water to our house has been stopped. Because she Googled it, and it did say a clogged toilet, although not every time, could shut down all water in your house.
Okay. When I first saw your status, I was like, can you even do that? No. He's being he's exaggerating. So. That can't happen. And then, you kind of have this moment of can you?
It's not necessarily common, but it can happen.
Okay.
So now I'm sitting out there, playing with my son, realizing, has my poo stopped all water in my house?
Jimmy won't get his bath tonight.
Can no one shower? No one can shower. No one can get a drink of water. No one can we can't make a bottle. You know what I mean? For the boy, all because of my poo. So I'm sitting there. There's a little bit of guilt and shame. Not too much. It's funny, but a little bit of guilt and shame. I'm sitting here going, and I'm like, you want me to call a plumber? She's like, no, I'll figure it out. And I'm sitting here thinking, what? If there's a real problem, we need a plumber out here. Yeah. We can't go days without water.
No. Regardless
of whether my poo has caused this problem. We need to get this fixed. And later in the day you go, the chance of a plumber coming out to your house is not very good.
No, yeah. Or if they do, it's going to be real expensive.
Yeah, but I'm like, okay, I don't run this show. I'm Robin, you're Batman. If that's what you want to do, fine. So I'm sitting out there, and I'm like, man, this really sucks. She's laughing. She thinks it's funny. And then I'll be damned if she doesn't get a text that the apartment complex next to our condos had a water main break, and water had to be shut off for a second. As a matter of fact, we have a boil alert for the next 3 days.
Well, that sucks, too.
So my poo did not shut down the water in the whole house.
Just tell me you went and got bottled water for Jimmy's bottles.
We had to.
Yeah.
I had to go to Meijer. I had to go and get a couple cases of bottled water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not me. It was not my poo. Now, should my poo have gone all the way down? Probably. Did she end up being the one to plunge it enough to where it went down? She was, not me.
The fact that your mind went to, I just shut down water service
I really thought
to
I
my
did.
house.
I really thought I did. I didn't, though. There was a water main break that shut down all, and that's probably why my poo didn't leave.
Could be because it didn't have
Didn't have-
much water pressure.
Nowhere to go.
Could be. It was like bad
Stuck.
timing.
Poor guy was probably sad that these. You know what I mean? I imagine to poo, it's like going down a water slide. You know what I mean? Whee! I've told this story too. I watched a DJ get his ass lit up at my friend's wedding. And I know the girl, I've known her forever. She is not the one to mess with. She is one of the nicest, most loving people in the world, unless you cross her.
That's my sister-in-law. She'll go right for you.
They specifically told the DJ, you do not play the chicken dance at our wedding. Now, they're paying you.
And then they hear that.
Bro decided he was going to play the chicken dance, and she chose violence.
Yeah.
And I watched him in the hallway getting eviscerated. And
Good.
I was just like, I want to be like,
She's a paying client.
no, I agree. You paid. If
Yes.
you went through that list, you planned it. This is her wedding.
Right. This wasn't like house music. This
Yeah.
was
She
she sought you out and gave you instructions,
Yeah.
and you did not follow
wrote
them.
you a check.
Correct.
Yeah. No, I did not blame her at all.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I thought that man was going to tear up.
Good. Maybe he learned his lesson.
And I wanted to go up to him like, bro, I could have told you she's not the one. She's not the one to decide you're going to make an executive decision.
Yeah.
I'll bet he followed rules the rest of his DJ career.
Yeah.
Because I remember walked out in the hallway to go pee, and I was like,
See, and I would have been me.
music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com. Of course, you can watch along on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Last day to become a Charleston, South Carolina flyaway finalist.
Lose your train of thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about all the stuff this hour, and I got lost. We're going to do that in the 9 o'clock hour. 2 ways, Q to call, and if you go to the live video feed that's right now on Facebook, YouTube, and X, click the like button, put the pineapple emoji in the comment section. Have a chance to be picked by Lauren at the end of the show. So why wait? Put that pineapple in there, meow. Do it. Now this hour, it's a Your Call Wednesday, so we're going to play songs you want to hear, requests you want. You can call them in or text them in as well. You can put them on Facebook, YouTube, or X comment section. We're going to give away Walker Hayes concert tickets, and at 8:30 we're going to be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We're still talking about your craziest day at work. There have been some crazy stories you guys have sent in. Let's go back to the text line. I worked at a gas station. We had a customer blow their vein out in the bathroom, cover the entire bathroom in blood, and we had to have a hazmat team come to clean it up. Yeah, it's a crazy day.
That's sad and gross all at once.
I currently work at a college in financial aid with fast food debacle. Every day is a nightmare at my job.
I am so sorry. You're right. It is a debacle. We have a kid headed to college next year, and we had to go through all of that. It sucks. I can only imagine from the college level.
This was funny. Craziest day at work. Found a coworker sleeping under her desk. Hold on. Sent another text. Brought a pillow and everything.
That's like George Costanza. Do you remember that from Seinfeld?
I do.
And then he got stuck in the office because
they brought a pillow.
That's awesome.
Listen, many people fall asleep at work. You might have your head down on your desk.
Christian's
at
done
your
it.
Cubicle. I do it every week around 10 a.m. at a meeting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not wearing my hat now, but I have my hat for the meeting. I'm ready to go.
He pulls it down so you can't see his eyes as much, but everybody knows what he's doing because he sleep breathes.
Pull the hat way down. We get sidetracked.
Yeah, you do usually only sleep in the big,
once we
where we go off on a tangent.
Once I know we're no longer talking about anything station related, that's when I do.
I will say you are the only person I know that can fall asleep and then pick up a conversation if you need to.
You sound just like Jamie. Jamie and the not daughter, they don't understand it.
It's like you never left. It's like you
They
slept,
say
but
two
you
things.
also listened.
They say two things. They go, one, we can walk by the bedroom, look at you, you're dead ass asleep, walk back a minute later, and you are wide awake doing something.
Yeah.
She's and the same thing, you can be asleep, wake up and fit into a conversation like you've heard every word that was said.
That's you.
Yeah, I can. I, a female, worked in a hardware store in college. I wouldn't accept a return for a clearly used and abused sander with no receipt. Dude jumped the counter to punch me.
Oh my
Male
gosh.
coworker intervened, kicked him out, and escorted me to my car for a week because of his threats.
Oh my gosh.
Good Lord. That's insane. That's nuts. Oh, someone wants to hear Loonies. Do we have that song? Do we have 5 on it?
Ooh,
You remember that song?
Yes.
I'm looking it up right now because that's a very good request. I just don't know if it's in our system. Ah! Indeed we do. Keep the stories coming. Craziest day at your job. Right now, by request on a Your Call Wednesday, it's Loonies. I got 5 on it. Original request. I like it. Q92. If heaven's really just space. And we all go to like, you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
You know, I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really thought
What if
about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
Like there's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really
I do doubt the
begin
buffet.
to exist on this earth?
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, how did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah, yeah. You need carbon. You need for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like in evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
So
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great questions.
I know, it's deep.
Great questions. I
Deep.
don't know. We weren't the only thing that were created. I'm saying, is there a chance maybe we were placed here?
My God, yeah.
But maybe what we think is God is actually people from another universe.
An alien? Are you trying to tell me a spaceship
I
buzzed
d-
by and they're like,
I don't know.
this looks like a good spot. Beam them down.
I don't know what I believe either, Christian. LOL. But, ... who made God? How did he get there?
Well, God's a spirit. God's a spirit.
We're told.
Okay, so if you could either fire a coworker without them knowing it was you, or get a 30% raise, which one would you pick?
Ooh. Ooh.
Thought provoking, isn't it not?
Listen to that again.
Okay, so if you could either fire a coworker without them knowing it was you, or get a 30% raise, which one would you pick?
The conundrum for me is a 30% raise is a considerable raise.
Yeah, it's significant.
That is not a little that's the 30% raise.
I know.
So that's the only thing.
So it's like, does that offset the torture
Yeah.
that you get put through by that toxic person in the office?
You know,
I don't know. It's like sanity, selfishness. Like, do I
Yeah.
want my sanity or do I want to be selfish and take the money?
selfish or petty.
Yeah.
Selfish or petty. Selfish or vengeful.
Yeah.
If it was less than 30, it'd be so easy for me.
It's 30.
I know, that's a good raise.
It is.
That's a noticeable raise on your check.
It is.
Ugh. God. Would I like to get someone fired without them knowing it was me? Yes. But a 30% hike in pay would be nice too.
What are you going to do?
Conundrum. Tough.
I mean, think about it. Like, I've worked places where sometimes the most toxic person in the office makes literally the entire day a living hell for everybody on staff.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm well aware.
So I get it, like wanting that peace, that sanity.
Yeah. Yeah, getting rid of the cancer in the workspace.
Right. And like, to
But then
me,
again, I'm used to the
if you're
cancer.
financially set, like, it might be worth your sanity. Jake, what would you do?
I take the money.
See, I think I'm going to take the money too, but I'm pissed at myself. It's 30%. That's a good bump.
It is a good bump. But there's no price tag on your mental health.
Or just the feeling knowing you took them out.
Like, I did it.
I got you.
You were the king of the office then at that point.
I got you. You're gone because of me, but shh. I'm taking the money, but I'm not happy about it. I wish there was a both.
I know. But
What do you take? What do you take? Money or the?
I'd want to say that I would do the right.
Good.
You all right?
Yeah.
Last time you saw Daddy David?
A while ago, but I think I'm going to see him on Monday.
Are you?
Oh, for
yeah.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, we're going to have a cookout.
Well,
That's
cookout?
fun.
Yeah.
You hosting or is it over there?
Over there.
Oh, what are you guys gonna have? Ribs?
I don't know.
Burgers, dogs kill bossy.
Yeah, probably just burgers and dogs.
I'm ready for grilled ribs.
What do we do for Memorial Day? I can't remember. There's always a theme. I think it's sandwiches.
Here come the sandwiches.
No, see, like, we have such a big family that we always pick, like, a theme for the holiday, and then everybody makes something completely different, but within that same category.
Oh, all right.
Like, Labor Day is pizza. Everybody brings pizza, but it's all, like, barbecue chicken, mac and cheese pizza, buffalo chicken pizza. Like, it's all kinds of different
I could
pizza.
go for barbecue chicken. I could go for I'm gonna ribs. I could really go for some grilled ribs.
See, here's the thing. We don't always do, like, burgers and dogs because we swim so much in the summer that, like, that's dinner a lot in the summer.
I gotcha. Yeah, start planning those. It's gonna be a great grilling weekend. You can grill if you think about it, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Just do something different every day.
Yep.
There you go. Again, 7 minutes till sports. Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame. After that, we're a week closer to Hall of Fame week in Canton. Folks, it's almost June. That's not as far away as you think.
No.
I love it. We have that and also Walker Hayes tickets to give away. More text about your craziest day at your job. I'm an ER nurse, and these stories just sound like an average day at work for me.
That's fair.
Sure. I used to be a manager at Walmart in Alliance, and on Black Friday one year, a woman went into cardiac arrest in one of the main aisles and passed away on the floor.
Oh, my goodness.
We had to take blankets off the shelf to make a makeshift wall around her while EMS tried to resuscitate her. Ultimately, it didn't work, and they had to take her out the back door so customers wouldn't be alarmed. We just kept running the store like nothing happened. It was pretty traumatic, and I had to leave work early because I couldn't believe what I just witnessed and how we were just told to act like nothing happened at all.
Think about that. Someone right before the holidays lost their loved one on the floor at Walmart. That's awful.
My craziest day at work had a coworker OD in a porta-john when we were in New Mexico. Had to rush him to the hospital 30 miles away.
Oh, my gosh. That would have been the longest trip ever.
Good. That is crazy. Ugh. I worked at a domestic violence court in Mahoning County. Aside from the crazy stories of violence from victims, the lawyers getting into fist fights once. What?
Oh, my goodness.
A guy leaping to his death from the 4th floor balcony.
Oh, my.
I once had a lady at my desk. She was there to prove she was stable and deserved her kids back after she had a protection order against her. Told her due to her ex's claims, we were going to keep the kids away another 30 days. And she leapt over the desk at me. Sheriffs had her in less than 10 seconds. Well, that didn't help her case.
No. I'm stable, I swear.
Come here, bitch. No, I'm going to kill you. Like, no, that's not stable. That's not stable. Man, some of you, these stories. I did not. All I had was a guy escorted out by cops for ordering escorts on his work computer. You had a person arrested, your boss arrested. Jake had an ice cream cone thrown at him in COVID times.
Yeah, literally at him.
Literally at him by a customer. And you guys were like, your stories are dumb.
I will say, though, that customer, those McDonald's fries and vanilla ice cream is
We all
Pretty
know who
dang
started
good.
that. We all know who started that, though.
Stephanie Schaefer.
I meant like which fast food place.
Oh, yeah.
Wendy's started that.
Well, I was going to say, I learned
The
to do
old
it.
fries and the Frosty.
I tried it the first time because of Stephanie Schaefer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew back in high school we did the old fries and the Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself a small Frosty, a fry. I miss those Wendy's fries.
I like the new ones better.
I like the older ones.
It took me a second, but I'm good with them now. I've made peace.
We all know who has the best fries of all time.
If they're fresh.
I still tell you guys to this day, though, once in your life, go to Burger King, get a Whopper only, then drive across the street to McDonald's and get a salty McDonald's fry. Have a McDonald's fry with a Whopper, and you tell me if you don't see Jesus. Oh, man. Jake had biological warfare against him, LOL. Yeah, ice cream was thrown right at him.
Yeah.
Right at him. Pretty crazy. 8:27. Again, sports coming up. And we'll be talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Right now, it's Big Pun. Fat Joe. It's still not a play. It's Q92. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Haley.
Haley, where are we calling from this morning?
I am currently driving to training, but I am in Chippewa.
Oh, Chippewa, I love it there
Yeah.
this time of year. What was that? What was the first store credit card you ever got?
Oddly enough, it was a PetSmart in-store credit card because I would go and feed the cats that they shelter there.
Okay.
Your first credit card ever was, you said PetSmart?
Yeah, it was for PetSmart, and I was 17 at the time.
Did you max it out, or were you good with it?
No, I maxed it out.
Oh my gosh, what? That's so funny. Spoiled pets.
That's all right.
Hey, that's fine.
I maxed out the Best Buy card. Don't worry about it. All right, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Pet supplies. That is fantastic. I said I wanted random.
That's about as random, I think, as it's going to get.
That's what you gave me. That's fantastic. Let's go back to the text line here. So the mall gave me like 5 credit cards in one day. LOL. Victoria's Secret, Gap, Express, New York and Company. I was 21.
Oh, that's a recipe for disaster.
Are you okay?
Yeah, hopefully everything turned out okay.
Do you guys remember Radio Shack? Yes.
Oh,
there
yeah.
are times at this radio station I wish it still existed.
Oh my gosh, I know. Well, you know what? The last time that I had to run to Radio Shack was for this station. There was
course.
one left, and I think it was like in downtown Canton, and it was before one of the Hall of Fame broadcasts that we were doing. Someone had to go get a jack, and only they had it.
Yeah, now you got to be like smart trying to think where to find. We need cords now.
Yeah.
You go to Office Max. Do you go to a Best Buy? Like,
You can get a lot of it on Amazon, but sometimes you don't have time to wait. You
Right.
need it right now.
right. Text Victoria's Secret was my first store catalog. Ooh, Sears checking in. You got to dig Sears. That's fantastic.
I had a Sears card.
Hey, I remember looking at that Sears catalog for Christmas presents every year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, anytime the catalogs would come, even now to this day, my kids will still look at like Christmas flyers with toys in them. They're way
Sears.
too old to play with them, but they're like, oh, that's cool. We didn't have that. Like, welcome to our world. I mean, that happened to us too.
Mom would give us each the catalog with different color markers and what we wanted Santa to bring us.
Yep. Circle.
We would circle, and then they would make sure Santa knew.
Yeah.
And we'd see. Know what he didn't bring. B Moss was my first credit card. Oh, I remember B Moss.
Yeah.
That's a good random one too. Another one for Sears. Boy, Sears checking in.
Oh, yeah.
Elder Bierman. I worked there. There was
Okay.
one somewhere.
Right here in Alliance.
Is it still?
No.
Okay.
They closed a few years ago. But Elder Bierman was a great store. It was kind of like just a cut below, in my opinion, the like Dillard's.
Okay. Like those lines.
Yeah, it was nice. I mean, like when I was out here, when I first started here, I loved it because I would go Christmas shopping there because it wasn't nearly as busy as like the Belton Village area.
Amen. My first and only store credit card was Circuit City, and I got it to get a new plasma TV.
Nice.
My first credit card was Montgomery Ward's checking in.
Oh,
Wow.
Right?
First store credit card was Victoria's Secret at 18 years old. They had a monthly interest rate of 22%, but I was smart about it and only spent what I could afford and paid it off every month. I still have the card. I'm 32 now, and have a credit limit of $10K. LOL.
Whoa, yeah.
Not every kid was as smart as you. Right here on today's Hit Music. Q92 still to come later on this hour. Tickets to see Walker Hayes, the Same Drunk Tour. Jacobs Pavilion, Thursday, June 20th. You could be there. When you hear the cue to call, be caller number 10. And also 9 o'clock hour, 2 more chances to become a finalist with us for that chance to win the flyaway to Charleston, South Carolina, where Q92 takes care of the hotel and the airfare. You just pick someone to go with you and go there and have an amazing time. We call the winner tomorrow. So much going on the show today. And, of course, it is 8:36. It is Wednesday, so that means we're talking to Rich DeRocher from the Pro Football Hall of Fame, as we are not bringing him down in any way, but we are a week closer to Hall of Fame
Yeah.
in Canton, Ohio. The clock is ticking.
I'm sure he knows exactly how long it is.
More than we do. But I actually went and checked this morning. I was like, oh, yeah, that thing's ticking away. I was just telling Lauren off air, Rich, like, wow, like we're already almost at June. Like it really is going to be here before we know it.
What does the clock say? Because Lauren, I don't look. If I can help it, I don't.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, because that would make me
good.
panic.
You still got 71 days.
Okay.
You're
That's good. Honestly,
yeah,
I thought we were under.
good. It sounds like
we were under 70s. Yeah, it'll be here before. Hey, listen, when we started the clock running, I think it was about twice that, somewhere like 140 or something when we started the countdown. And when we went under 100, I think I wore a black armband that day. Now we're around 70, but hey, listen, that'll get here soon enough. We've got an awful lot going on between now and then. Hey, listen, before we get started on that, I just want you to know, hey, I'm going to Charleston in a couple weeks, and I'm mad that I paid for the trip. I could have got it.
You could have won it.
You're eligible
to win it from you.
Yeah, you're not an employee. You could have won the contest. For all right, well, that's awesome for the listeners that are finalists right now. How beautiful is Charleston?
I was just going to say, I can't win. I shouldn't win. But if someone's entering the contest just to for the chance to win a prize, and they don't even appreciate how awesome Charleston really is. There is so much to do. It's so easy. It's so pleasant. Whoever wins that, if they're going back for the second, third, or 10th time, or going for the first time, they are going to have a blast.
Absolutely. That's why I told you I'm Rainbow Row. You've got the Ravenel Bridge. You've got all kinds of historic sites. Yeah. I mean, so much history in Charleston. The gorgeous churches. I mean, there's so many places to eat.
Food. I was going to say food,
shopping.
Food, and more food.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
It's walkable, so you can walk off all that extra food and
burn some calories.
Good luck, whoever. Enjoy.
Okay. Speaking of food, I can almost smell the barbecue from here, Rich. You like that segue?
That was well done. Well played, Christian. We got the chair and tent rental people on our campus as we speak. We've got the inflatables people here doing their thing. The stage went up yesterday, or maybe it was Monday, and it is all starting to take shape. And tomorrow's a huge load-in day where the vendors themselves will start coming in, and it all kicks off Friday morning. And it kicks off before it kicks off, and at 11 o'clock on Friday we'll officially open the first Hall of Fame ribs burn. For that, we've got the class of 2024 coming in, and outside the museum at around 9:30 they will take the veil off of the outdoor, the giant, I don't know how tall it is, like 40-foot tall outdoor banner. And then they'll come inside and lift the veils on each of their individual memorabilia cases. And we've got the class of 2024 here all day from about 9 o'clock until, roughly 5 o'clock. So it's an opportunity for the listeners, for the football fans to not only come down and enjoy the ribs burn off, but get a first introduction to the class of 2024. We're really looking forward to a lot of fun, and fingers crossed, weather forecast looks, pretty promising, and, just counting on having a great time.
Yeah. Great way to kick off the summer. And how cool is it that they're going to be here for that too? You know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
Just think about it. You're like he just said, you're walking around like me. I'd be walking around trying all these ribs. I look over and there's Devin Hester.
That'd be amazing.
It's like, what? It's like, come on. Now, what a way to kick off summer.
Well, no, I love it.
Week.
I love, too, that you guys are bringing in these enshrinees, too. Aside from the current class, all of the previous classes, there have been so many gold jacket sightings in our community, from going to get ice cream at Rose to, I know, that's so awesome. And that's like my hometown. I used to literally live right around the corner from Rose. I walked there as a kid. That's our ice cream stand. So when I got to see that on the owner's, Facebook page that he was there, I was like, that is so cool. And just even being able to visit with kids in the community, whether it's going into the schools or, just making an appearance to really talk to them. I mean, these guys are role models, they're leaders, and they're now, residents in a sense of Stark County. So it's super cool. I think it's amazing how much exposure we locals are able to get to, not only the current draft class, but years previous.
And coming in this week is Bobby Bell. And for folks who don't know, Bobby was a great player for the Kansas City Chiefs back in the 60s and 70s. And since his entrance, he was a first ballot Hall of Famer And since his enshrinement, I'm going to peek over to the side here, make sure I have the year right, 1983. So he was enshrined in 1983. He has never missed coming back to Canton. So he's on, the only time he missed was 2020. And as he lets everybody know, that didn't count. He has made it 41 consecutive years coming back to Canton. So if even if you don't like football and not really into this whole Hall of Fame thing, just take a second to appreciate how much it means to him and how much this community means to him, that he wants to be part of it and wants to give back. And so he's in this week, and it's significant because after his playing career, Bobby invested in and owned and operated several barbecue restaurants. So he knows his stuff, and he's going to be one of the guest judges on Saturday to pick the winner of this first Hall of Fame ribs burn-off. So not just some guy, football player, celebrity, but somebody who actually knows what to be looking for best ribs, best sauce. So we are blessed to have Bobby in town.
Yeah, for sure. And what better weekend than Memorial Day weekend?
Awesome.
If you don't have plans, come on, guys, ribs.
It's going to be awesome.
And part of what we want to make sure, we're doing this weekend too, though, is also pause occasionally, for some moments of silence and reflection to understand really what this weekend's about. And, it is really, it's become the kind of the traditional kickoff to summer, but, the reason we can enjoy things like a ribs burn off is because there are men and women who are willing to and have given, paid the ultimate price of sacrifice to our country. So we'll have moments all weekend long where we're, paying our respects to them as well. And at some point today, tomorrow, you're going to see the entire campus, our campus and the Villages campus just really adorned with a lot of flags. So Steve Toohey, from Operation Flags coming over to really bedeck the entire campus with flags so that we can all pause to remember.
I love that.
That's awesome. Another thing before I let you go too, this year, the Hall of Fame game, love it. The Bears are in with the Texans, but it's going to be a little different. ABC and ESPN going to be playing, and I saw that news come out. So Joe Buck and Troy Aikman going to be here calling.
Yeah, and yet all of that entire ESPN Monday night crew has some connection to the Hall of Fame. Of course, Aikman is a full enshrinee. Joe Buck won the Pete Rozelle Radio and TV Award for his 30 or so years, Major League Baseball, NFL football. And sideline reporter Lisa Salters is a Hall of Fame selector. So a lot of links to the Hall of Fame. The first time ESPN's actually called again, they've been a longtime partner of ours on the enshrinement. But, this kind of gets back to the roots for the Hall of Fame game. It had been a little while since ABC did it. But they were the original, partners and did the game for, decades, really. Back when, if people can remember, when the enshrinement and the parade and the game were all on one jam-packed Saturday, that was typically an ABC crew. And so we'll be on the ABC and ESPN family of networks this year. We're excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be really cool. And now after Memorial Day, does the Hall of Fame start with their summer hours?
Thank you, Christian. Yes. And with on that, this coming Friday and moving forward through Labor Day, we will be open till 7:00 every night now. So 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. And it'll be every day all the way through, including July 4th. And like you said, the only days that we take off fully are Christmas and Thanksgiving. Weather permitting, no other days off, and so please enjoy, and hopefully that allows some people, maybe if they work till 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the evening, can still get over here for a couple hours.
Absolutely, and also Father's Day fast approaching.
That's right.
Hall of Fame gift shop don't care what team your father roots for. You can be a Vikings fan, a Saints fan. You can go Father's Day shopping at the gift shop.
Yes, but for all those local dads who support local, they've got a ton of Cleveland.
Oh,
Browns
they do.
merch.
They got
And for you Steelers dads.
Browns, Steelers. Christian, I thought I heard something catch in your throat a little bit when you said Vikings.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't say Packers.
He harbors some. I know he gets some resentment.
I didn't say Packers yet, but no.
That whole NFC North, Christian, it's just right there. Store hours 9 to 5 with the museum, and then when we go to summer, 9 to 7 for the store, same as the museum, and then the ribs burn off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 11 to 11, and fireworks Sunday night. So if you do nothing else, find your way over to our campus or the Stadium Park area on Sunday night around 9:15, and you'll see some spectacular fireworks.
Love it. Love it. Rich,
Yeah, thank you.
always a pleasure. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
All right,
Rich.
Rich DeRocher, Pro Football Hall of Fame, joins us every week. Love talking with him. Does such a great job of updating us on the Hall of Fame every week.
100%.
And go check out that rib burn off this weekend.
Oh my goodness. There's always something going on.
Oh.
And there's nothing better than like having the weather for summer and then smelling the smells
Telling you.
of barbecue.
You're gonna walk that campus and get a whiff of that. And like I said, look around. You could see the class of 2024.
Oh my gosh,
there.
yes. I mean, what would you do if you walked up to get ice cream, by the way, and a Hall of Famer was like, "Can I take your order?"
Excuse me, Devin Hester. I need to get some Rocky Road. Excuse me. You could just it's gonna be awesome. Awesome weekend. Hopefully great weather for it. Hopefully you guys go out there and check it out. It is 8:47. Let's give something away. All right, Walker Hayes is coming to Jacobs Pavilion on June 20th with the same drunk tour. Want to go? We got a pair of tickets we're going to give away right now. 330-450-9292. Caller number 10. You're going to see Walker Hayes. It's Q92.
You've
what is it? Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. You
I
know
really
your
do.
sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Hey, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Booze. The Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, just, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah. The older you get. Yeah. We're like old faucets when we get older. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go, dude.
But you have said it before.
Well, take it with you and use it in life.
Oh, I have already.
Have you done it?
Oh,
Yeah. And I repeat it to other people, and then everybody else knows what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Like, well,
because they've already all heard it. They're like,
No.
yeah. Oh, they haven't?
They haven't heard it.
Oh. I see. I've heard it.
Just trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
I've been to weddings where I wasn't allowed to bring a date.
And that to me is wrong.
I didn't like that. I felt, to be honest, I mean, I love that I was there, but I was mad.
We had that happen last summer.
I wasn't mad. I just felt dumb. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I wasn't mad. I get it. You have rules. There's a budget. I just felt dumb.
My nephew is 25 years old and was invited to a wedding that we were all invited to as well. And he has a girlfriend. And they didn't just start dating.
Yeah.
And she was not included on the invitation. It was to the point where we had to speak up and be like, if you want him there, he's bringing her.
Yeah. Like I said, I understand you paper plate. I understand there's a but. So I get. Again, I wasn't mad. I don't even remember.
Didn't plan for that.
I don't even remember whose wedding it was.
Don't be a rude dude. Plan for it and make sure that you can accommodate things.
What's funny though, if I'm remembering this right, I don't think I got. Q92. Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Jared.
Jared, where are we calling from this morning?
Canton, Ohio.
All right, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're the winner.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Jared. You're headed to see Walker Hayes, the same drunk tour, Jacobs Pavilion, June 20th. Tell everybody your favorite station that just hooked you up.
Q92, baby.
That's all coming up. Also coming up later, I have an update for you, Jake, on how you can be in the new Superman movie.
Okay.
So we'll get to that later on as well. Put this on our website as well. If anyone else wants to join it. Our goal is to have Jake in the new Superman movie.
Oh, it's our goal?
It should be one of them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with that.
To get him to be in that movie as an extra.
Yeah.
And find out if he makes the cut. Have people go to see. And you think about it, let's. Oh, crack, I know. Let's. I got like 3 minutes. Someone keep me on.
Well, you're stalling, so let's go.
I know. So let's say he gets in.
Mhm.
Let's say he's in the movie.
Yeah.
We could do like a red carpet event.
Oh my God.
And like have Jake show up on a red
Take his picture.
interview him.
The backdrop behind it.
Do like a behind the scenes of what it was like for him to be
Yeah.
an extra in a movie and make him the star and have listeners come out and watch the movie.
I bet you.
Not to see Superman.
No.
But to see where Jake is
Right.
in the movie.
I think.
Now, we would lose him maybe for a day, maybe 2 in July. So you know.
Why?
That's what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will work harder just to make sure that your dreams come true. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Can you
you're welcome.
imagine like you in a nice suit, you and Star walking a red carpet in like
Woo!
one of the movie theaters in Belgium,
Oh, yeah.
and people just applauding you as you come in?
That would be very weird.
It would. But it,
I
It would
bet
be.
you, if we were really nice to Jake, you would even sign some autographs.
we could do an autograph. We'll get posters made.
Oh, geez. For the half a second that I may be
Yes.
on camera.
Yes, we will make this so big.
Wait, where is this budget from?
For a poster?
For the whole red carpet event that you speak of.
Well, we're just gonna buy a red carpet and have a movie theater let us host it there. Give away some tickets to our list.
Actually, I could probably get a movie theater to let us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you're
know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I think who would want to have a movie star extra at their theater? Hi, we've got one of the stars of the new Superman movie here in Belgium. You're not going to
Can
come?
you imagine the manager like?
I write this yourself. I don't know what else I'm going to do, everybody. I think I planned it perfectly. We have a huge red carpet night for Jake if he gets in the movie.
I'm okay with the red carpet night. I can't go to the manager and be like, "Listen, one of the stars of the film."
It's not a lie.
Okay, but
We
stars
have
of the
one.
film.
We have one of the. All right. We have one of the actors
There you go.
from the movie that's going to appear at your theater.
I can get on board with that.
I mean, we can prove it.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Jake, actually, it's kind of well.
Oh, it pays?
Yeah.
I thought
yeah.
it was like a volunteer thing.
Yeah, they usually
No!
pay extras.
No.
I think they have to because of like the whole SAG after.
We may have to work on
Okay.
We'll be into it. I've got the info here from Angela Bowen casting. I've got all the info. We'll get into it. I think
Look at that!
we can get you in this movie.
Suzanne said, "If you make the poster, Christian, I'll buy it."
Thank you. Thank you. I'm not saying we print 1 million. But like let's say we do it at night where you can come watch the film with us and see Jake in debut role. Okay? The first 92 people that show up get a signed poster from Jake.
Okay. How many people are you fitting in this theater?
I saw his face. He was like, wait, what?
Listen, I'm sorry. I dream big. When I don't dream a lot, but when I dream big. Make this can happen.
All right.
You need to
I'm in.
make this happen. You need to believe in this happening. Got the info. We'll go over the info coming up. It's Yeah, the Not daughter found out that mom and not dad were not lying about curfew when she got pulled over for curfew. And I got a call from the Austintown Police Department.
Oh, my Lord.
Which I got a little scared at first. I was like, yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you calling me when my not daughter's out?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, it's past curfew. Like, Jesus. And literally that week we had the conversation with her. She thought we were making it up.
No, they're not playing.
She thought we were making up curfew. We were just being typical parents trying to no, there really is. I'm like, grant you, I'm not saying like they're going to pull every kid over they see, but I mean, they can't pop you for curfew if they want.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Karma must have been like, this girl didn't believe her parents. Send in the police.
He was really nice.
I'm sure.
Jake, you ever been pulled over and get out of it?
Yeah, I've only been pulled over one time and I got out of it.
What'd you do? So
I wasn't familiar with the area. It was a couple years ago. I was dating this girl at the time. She also lived far away, and I was driving home late at night, and the road kept changing speed limits every 5 miles. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I had no idea where I was because I never went that way before. And she goes, "I got you going 55 and a 35." I said, "Oh, that's not good." And I just right there, I assumed I was getting a ticket. And
because you said that.
No, because of how fast I was going.
The 20 mile per hour discrepancy.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, okay. And then she was super nice, and it was during Christmas time, and so she gave me like a warning, but it was like please donate a toy to our Christmas drive because it was during Christmas time. So,
did you?
No, I wanted to, but I was never.
Oh my gosh!
I wanted to, but I was never in that area again, and I didn't even know where that.
Wow. Well, Timmy had no gift this year, Jake. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
All she
you
asked.
sped, did not get fined. We're asked to donate like a $10 or $20 toy.
I wanted to, and I was going to, but I didn't know where that sheriff's office was, and it was like an hour or two out of my way. It was out of my way of like over an hour.
Wow.
Maybe they had a QR code where you could have just donated money, so they could have bought a gift.
Maybe.
But you didn't do that much homework.
Out of the kindness of her heart, she said, "I'm not going to give you a ticket. Could you just donate a toy?"
Yeah.
To children who need toys. And Jake said, "No. No.
Not only am I going to take the fact that
I'm
you
going
just
to
let
buy
me
a
out
toy
of a
and play with it
speeding ticket.
myself.
Yeah.
And then just throw it
Be
out.
like, kids.
I'm going to think of that kid and laugh.
That's awful.
Text message. Wow, Jake. Wow.
Jacob.
Put this on the list. Jake ruins Christmases. It's the conflict. It's like I say, everything of the kid screams emo, but not daughter swears up and down he is not emo.
Someone once told me if it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck, probably a duck.
It loves this song. Probably. I'm telling you, I want to just, when he's over the house, just start randomly playing this on Alexa.
And see what happens.
And just see if he does his ears perk up? Does he look around the room? You know what I mean? Does he stop like mid-sentence? Like, babe, we should really looking around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I think I'll know. So I think that's when I just start playing this.
I was going to say, I don't know what else has to happen for you to confirm this other than just leveling
Asking
with
the
them.
kid?
Right. Just point blank being like,
I don't know.
So are you emo? I mean, what's with all the black? Aren't you hot? Like, all these.
Is it offensive to ask someone if they're emo?
No, just be like, I don't care. Little known fact, I am the father of emo. Like, you are one of my children if you are.
You might find him an ally more than an adversary if you just talk. Like I made homemade chocolate chip cookies for my son's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
I offered him one. He said no.
Ooh.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I made this from scratch.
Did you do that very thing to him? What you just said to me?
No. I just said, all right.
No, you should have. Make him feel bad. Make him come
Well,
out of
and I
his
thought
shell.
did he not want the cookie because he's emo?
What, do you emo people not eat chocolate chip cookies?
No, because they make you happy. If you're emo, you don't want to be happy.
Ever?
Not a lot. Not unless you're at one of these concerts. Then you're happy.
They don't take cookie breaks.
How many times you see a group of emo kids sitting around on a park bench somewhere chomping on Chips Ahoy? You know
that doesn't mean it doesn't happen in private places.
They're eating beef jerky.
Why beef jerky?
No idea. And X like you can every morning. This hour, it's the final day. We've been telling you this since 5:30 this morning. Final day to become a finalist with the Q92 Summer Flyaway to Charleston, South Carolina. We take care of the airfare. We take care of the hotel stay. You just pick who's going with you and go and have an amazing time. Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame just doubled down and told you what a great time it'll be and how amazing it is in Charleston last hour. If you missed that, thank you to him for joining the show as always from the Hall of Fame. So this is your final day to become a finalist. We got 2 more chances in the morning show. Now you're going to hear the cue to call. Be listening for that. But also, anyone that goes over to the live video stream, clicks the like button, and puts the pineapple emoji in the comment section, you will have a chance to be picked at the end of the show and made a finalist as well. You'll still have chances with Nicolina, with Keller this afternoon, with Ryan tonight. And if you are a finalist, we are calling the grand prize winner tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. So make sure your phone is on and you can talk to us, sneak out in the hallway or something if you're at work. They won't know. Just say you have to poop. Go to the bathroom.
Okay.
No one's going to argue that with you.
Right. They're not going to be like, go later. Hold it.
Right. You're like, boss, got to poop. I'll be back. We're going to say, you will not. You will poop your pants. Not gonna say that.
Probably not.
No man of any kind of ilk would do that. No.
You would hope not.
Yeah. But we're gonna make someone's day tomorrow. We're gonna call one of you and tell you you're going to Charleston, South Carolina. Like I said, hotel, airfare, all taken care of. What an awesome, cool prize that a local listener is going to win. Not a regional contest, not a national contest. It's a live and local radio station giving away to a live and local listener. So looking forward to that. That's coming up. Phone number 330-450-9292. The text line 330-269-9292. Got to find somewhere to take the kid today. We got 2 showings at the house today. Well, who knows? It might cancel again.
That's true. Take them for ice cream.
And if they don't, I'm picking them up at
like,
old
how
grandma.
long does that usually last? Like, how long do people
anywhere
usually
from a
there?
half hour to 45.
Okay,
depending.
so that's not terrible. You've got 2 quick runs. Go get lunch for the first one and ice cream on the second one.
Good.
Yeah.
I could do that. If I play my cards right,
He's at that age where ice cream's like,
I can
light.
have him maybe asleep when we come back the second time, which would allow me, since Jamie's working in office today, because of this, there's no way she could work.
You would get a nap.
No, I would get video game time.
I don't know how you don't take a nap.
I don't anymore because I have to. That's when I can play video games.
Yeah, but didn't you start going to bed a lot earlier?
Oh, I'm in bed 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Even if we're not asleep,
But what time do you usually fall asleep?
it varies. Anywhere between 9 and midnight. And I mean that. When I tell you it varies, like last night, I'm pretty sure I was asleep before 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Back in the day, pre-kid, man, I could be up till midnight.
I know. I have to be asleep by 11.
Now there's days like, even if we're not asleep, Jamie and I are in bed at like 8 o'clock, sometimes early.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be that guy. But I got to tell you, all the people I used to.
You feel better, though, don't you?
Telling you, there's that meme of like, to all old people, I'm sorry. I started going to bed at 9 o'clock. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that. Because I used to be like, what am I missing? I'm missing everything. What am I doing?
Tony would never do that with me. I've begged him. I'll be like, just come back to bed and we'll watch like a TV series or a movie. Or if I'm watching a movie, I'm not doing it on the, 40-inch TV in the bedroom. I'm doing it on the 100 and some inch screen in the basement.
I got you.
I'm like, all right, come on, get over yourself. We'll watch something dumb like Goonies. It's not going to look that good anyhow on a big screen. It's super old.
I get it. With my video games too. I want to play in the living room on the biggest TV we have.
Yeah.
What do we got? 75 in the.
I don't care. See, now I'm to the point where I don't care. If I want to go back and watch something, I'm going to go back and watch something.
Yeah. So if I play my cards right, I can get some video games in, and that would make me feel really good.
Well, it's going to be a good summer day for you. Just hope we don't get storms and you don't lose power.
Oh. If the kid's asleep and we lose power, I'll be so pissed. It's Olivia Rodrigo, Obsessed. It's Q92. If heaven's really just space, and we all go to you know what I mean? Because some people think we were sent here from another planet, another universe.
Yeah, but I've never been like I came from outer space.
No, because that's not as glamorous as saying I was sent here by the Lord, whichever God you pray to. It's fine.
Right.
I would think about stuff like, what if we really are? What if this is a simulation?
I don't know. I've never really thought about
we
it
are
like that before.
Sims?
I don't think it's that.
Is it that much crazier to think that than think that a man made us?
What do you think this
from
is
the
like?
Clouds?
So, in essence, you think this is like a much bigger version of the Truman Show?
Vastly, yeah. I don't know. These things I don't know. I can't. The problem is none of us can really answer any of these questions until we die.
Right.
There's no one can come back to give us the answers. Like, yeah, no, it's this, or no, it's just this.
But there have been all those people that have had near-death experiences that say they see the Lord. You don't believe them?
They say that.
You don't believe them?
I'd like to speak personally to someone who's like, yeah, I saw this. You know what I mean? This is what I saw.
Yeah.
It's clouds. Everyone gets wings. Everyone's chilling. Everyone's groovy.
And Christian, that buffet doesn't exist.
My heaven, that would be my heaven. Just an endless buffet of all the foods I like. I don't know. It's just I think about weird things like that.
Yeah.
Where do we really come from?
Well, because
how did humans really?
I do doubt the
begin
buffet
to exist on this earth.
I know.
These are wormholes I go down.
I know.
Or rabbit holes, not wormholes, but wormholes
Well,
in space.
it's because you're thinking about space.
Yeah. I mean, How did this planet begin creating life and living things?
Are you kidding me right now?
What?
You know how this world began.
We know what we were told. None of us were here.
But life has to come from something.
Yeah. You need carbon. You need for us, for life, for oxygen. You need oxygen. But how did it start? Did it really start with two people and an apple?
I mean,
Do you believe that?
I do.
Two people just showed up?
No, I believe that God made man and God made woman.
Just made one.
Yeah, and he put them together so that they would populate the earth.
Then wouldn't there be a little bit of...
What do you believe in dinosaurs?
Oh, yeah, I believe in dinosaurs.
You believe that we evolved though, like in evolution?
I don't know.
Because again, life has to come from life.
I don't
so
know
how did
the
that
dinosaurs
first
got.
life form happen?
These are great.
There's white noise, there's gray noise,
Still should watch Roadhouse. So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
I gotta, you know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves the clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. I'm like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you'd be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high-fiving and clapping, I think.
They're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah.
Wow. If I could fire my ex-boss when I worked there, I would have chose that. Her name was Penny. That's extra points for name dropping?
Yep.
Just first names, please. 30% raise, please. Fire, I'm petty.
That's funny.
I would take the raise because if I'm going to fire somebody, I would want them to know it was me. All right, you're all right. I'll be selfish for sure, firing them. I'll take the 30% because I would need to fire more than one employee to have my sanity.
That's funny.
Fair enough. In this economy, I'll definitely take 30%. I'll take the raise. I don't need the bad karma. What if the bad karma is the...
Right. Well, I mean, that person should be having bad karma if they're treating everybody horribly.
Someone said I'd fire a coworker for a 30% raise. No, that's not the question. What does Jake think about this? He said he's taking the money.
Yeah.
I would do 30% raise because karma's real. I wouldn't want to get fired later on in life. That's two people worried about the karma of their actions. Times are tough. I'm taking that money, says the one texter. You guys are making me appreciate my job, LOL. I'd take the raise for sure. I'd even take it if it was 10%. Listen, no one here said they would turn down a raise of any kind.
Oh, of course not.
The water right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here hanging out with you. And again, coming up later on this hour, the cue to call for Charleston. Last day to become a finalist. All right. You want to win that flight down to Charleston, South Carolina. You want to win the hotel stay as well, where you just get to go down there, pick who you want to go with, and go have a great time in what is an absolutely amazing city to be in. Well, that's what we're doing here at Q92 this week. Again, we're also going to pick a winner in the on the stream on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Whoever goes over there likes it and puts the pineapple emoji in the comments section. You can do it right now if you haven't done it yet. There is still time. Go over there and do that. And again, once you do that, you're entered and possibly will be chosen at the end of the show by Lauren and made a finalist. There you go. I almost died yesterday.
That's not good. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Don't be dramatic.
Outside of our home, I get alerted from Jamie, a very excited, scared, and Jamie's not.
No, she doesn't seem like a sissy.
No, a normal insect or whatever does not bother her. But she came inside and there was true fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, what's wrong? Said me. And she was like, there is, I don't know, it's like an orange spider or something. Its legs are sticking out of the silver vent right by our sliding glass door. It's tucked in there. I don't know what it is, but Christian, I'm telling you, it is the biggest thing I've ever seen for a spider. This is not like those big black ones. She's like, this is crazy. Look at his legs. And I'm like, I ain't going out there. So I didn't go out there.
In true hero fashion.
I didn't go out there.
I'll take care of it, honey. Never mind.
Never moved off the couch. I was like, well, so what? What's it look like? Tell me what you see. Like, its legs sticking out. It's too big to even fit all the way back there. She's like, you don't understand. This thing is huge. I was like, okay. Then I saw a picture of it. And immediately I was like, that is a brown recluse or recluse.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the poisonous spider in Ohio that we have.
Like, for sure.
Oh, yeah. It's not going to kill you, but it will certainly mess you up and it'll hurt.
Yeah.
It'll bite your arm. Your whole arm will be black and blue. Like,
oh, I know. We have family that was in California, and my Uncle Jeff got bit by a brown recluse. He lost a finger.
What?
Yeah. He the venom went in it, and he damaged tissue to the point where they had to take a finger. Now, this was like...
Well, I'm glad I didn't know that yesterday.
This was like 15 years ago, but...
So...
Yeah.
At some point, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, crap, like, this thing is like near our sliding glass door. Spiders find their way in regardless. Now, obviously, he might have been too big to get in where some of these other spiders do. But
I'm watching your video again.
Did it come through all blurry because it was iPhone?
If you sent it through Messenger, it would be better. But I still get the point. I can still show viewers on the screen.
Well,
you guys,
do you have it? You have an iPhone, don't you?
Yeah, it's clear on mine.
All right, why don't you, can you? Well, I'm still telling the story. Can you get it ready to show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can try.
Yeah, if you can, it's all right. But try.
Head over to the live stream if you want to see the funniest thing.
I still have this. I still have the story to tell. So, I decide. All right, this thing can't get in the house. Like, I don't want to touch it. I haven't seen it yet. But if a freaking brown recluse gets in our house, just right by where the sliding glass door opens, we have to burn the house down.
I said, but after you told me about it, I'm like, well, it's a good thing you're moving.
So I decide I'm going to go take care of this damn spider. Now, I'm scared. I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to be funny and be like, I didn't want to do it. I was nervous. I was scared.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Why did you think that pulling your hood up and pulling it as tight as possible? I haven't even told that part of the story yet.
I'm going to get there.
Okay, go ahead.
So I decide I'm going outside. But I'm like, well, I got to be ready because I don't know if these things can jump. I don't know how far they can leap and attack. And I know if it gets on me, it could bite me before I get it off me. The brown recluse. They're huge. So I decide if I'm going out there, I got to be prepared with my battle gear. So I went in. Now, grant you, it's like 85 degrees outside. And I put on the biggest, baggiest hoodie I had. So where even if he got on the hoodie and bit at the hoodie, I don't think he might not get to my skin because this hoodie is really big, baggy. I put that on. Then I went and got two pairs of, not two, I went and got a pair of rubber gloves, red rubber gloves that we normally use for cleaning dishes.
Right.
I wanted to get thicker
Like
gloves.
the tall ones.
Yeah, but I had to be able to properly spray. I grabbed 2 different sprays of bug killer. One that I'll admit was more for ants, but the second one was specifically for spiders because I knew I had to come at this thing with chemical warfare. I wasn't going to get a broom. I wasn't going to try to suck it up I needed to kill this thing with chemicals. So it's out. You walk out the back, my sliding glass door to my back deck. That's exactly where it is. If I'd have walked out of it, it's right here. Almost before I could see. He could see me probably before I'd see him.
Yeah.
So I actually went out the front door of my house.
Because you didn't want to
walked around the house. So now I have my big baggy hoodie. I have rubber gloves you would use to clean dishes. And in my hands, I have 2. There's a full video. It's a minute 30.
And he has his hoodie hood.
And I have
pulled all the way up and drawn tight around his face.
And I'm literally double barreled with 2 spray things of bug spray. One specifically for spiders and one, for ants. But I'm like, it's got to do something.
Well, yeah, at least make it cough or something.
So, again, there's a whole video,
down.
and I have the whole video, but it's like a minute and 35 seconds where you see me walk up on my porch, and you talk about keeping your distance. I assess the situation probably for 2 full minutes before I went in there. And I saw his legs sticking out. And as soon as I did, my anxiety went through the roof.
I'm sure you need hornet spray. Because it's like from a distance. You can hit it. It's like foam.
Yeah.
So at least it like immobilizes it. You know what I mean?
Here's where it got scary. So I'm telling you, there's nothing in me that was not scared. Scared. I'm a little bitch when it comes to spiders. I've said a million times, if there was a spider in this room right now and a gardener snake, and you said you got to pick up one, I'm picking up the snake.
I know.
So I see these legs, and I'm like, oh my God, she wasn't overhyping this. Oh my God, look at these things. Oh my God.
I can't believe you went out there.
So I spray it a couple times. Now, I don't know, Jake, if you got the clip. If you don't,
I'm almost there.
You're good. I'm still, so I start spraying a couple times. I go one hand with the spider spray, other hand with the ant spray. Back with the spider spray, I hold it down a little bit longer, and I see it moving a little bit, but it seems like it's kind of like, it looks like it's already slowed down and lethargic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, okay. And you're right. I have my hoodie not only on hood up, but I have pulled the strings so that none of my skin's really exposed.
You remind me of those Among Us characters.
So I'm in there, and I finally really get in there and give him a good double barrel, both sprays, and Jamie's filming the whole thing.
Oh, I know.
From inside the house.
I can tell it was her.
And I remember going, you're not getting close enough. And I was. Not with every spray, because I was still scared. And then right when I thought I got him, he's slowly dying.
We're done.
I can tell he's barely moving. Lauren, my father's grave, who I love dearly and miss every day. This thing, when I say darted out from behind the metal piece it was hiding behind, 100 miles an hour, just was like, ah! I'm telling you, it was like, ah! I got so scared that I fell backwards. I hit the side of my house twice. If you hear the audio of the video, you hear 2 hits. That's my body and then my head hitting the side of my house as I turn so quickly to run. Then I trip over a little beanbag stool thing we had to put your feet on.
Yeah.
And fall backwards. It's on camera. It's on camera. Now, and then at the very end, if you listen closely, you hear Jamie laughing or starting to laugh as the video cuts when she realized that was okay. She said I swore, but I've listened. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
I don't hear me swearing. But apparently I said holy.
Yeah.
And it came out. And then I got up as quick as I could, thinking that it leapt at me. But I just made it up in my head because I was
Did you start searching yourself? Is it on me?
No, I got up real quick. Where is he? And I saw him. And then I just absolutely unloaded it.
Did you eventually smack it to kill it?
No, he died. He did the whole
shrivel up.
That
was his last stand.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, it was like, whoop-ah! Surprise. I was like,
It was probably angry.
Oh.
It's what is this crap?
Jake, were you able to get it ready?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so if you want to head over to the live stream right now, if you're just on the radio, I'm sorry. This isn't going to be the most entertaining.
Accident. There he is.
All right, so if you go over to the live stream right now, will they be able to hear it?
Yes.
All right, probably not on the radio.
Yeah. What's the thing he has to do?
Pot up, like you're talking to Rich or whoever.
Yeah, but if I pot up now, you're going to hear double audio of us talking and
That's true.
us talking. So, all right, you're going to have to go over to the video. Go over to the
Yeah.
live video feed. And it's a quick clip. I think it's only about 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Yeah.
But you will see me in this outfit,
It's so
dressed
ridiculous.
like I'm a hazmat. You will see me spraying. You will. I fell down.
Okay, one more time, just because you look like you're breaking into your own house.
It does look like I'm doing a crime.
One more time, Jake. You can tell because your feet went so fast. You're
You
like,
see the fear, the true fear in my face when that thing jumped out from where it was hiding and just like looked at me like, let's go.
yeah, Jake, one more time, just because it's so entertaining.
Look how quick. If you look how quick I got back up.
You did. I'm proud. That's
because I was fearful for my life.
right.
There was nothing
You
I could
lost
do.
a finger. You didn't even know.
Didn't even know my finger was on the line right there. And I will make sure that Jamie knows I could have lost a finger.
Well, people they could get like cellulitis from those types of spider
Oh,
bites. And
that was so that was my afternoon yesterday. That was me almost dying. But God, if you could hear the audio is fantastic because you hear dunk dunk.
Did you know pretty early on you didn't have a future in pest control?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Good times had by all, everybody. Good times had by all. Cue to calls coming up for the summer flyaway to Charleston. Right now, it's Noah Khan stick season. Watch out for spiders, everybody. It's Q92. If I could fire my ex-boss when I worked there, I would have chose that. Her name was Penny. That's extra points for name dropping.
Yep.
Just first names, please. 30% raise, please. Fire. I'm petty.
That's funny.
I would take the raise because if I'm going to fire somebody, I would want them to know it was me. All right, you're all right. I'll be selfish for sure, firing them. I'll take the 30% because I would need to fire more than one employee to have my sanity. Belle Delphine or Delphine, PH.
DELPHINE.
And she charges subscribers $28 a month. I don't know if that's lira or whatever the hell that sign is next to the money. It's not American dollars. To access her OnlyFans content. As a result of her huge online following, the social media star, whose real name is actually Mary Belle Kirshner, was able to buy her dream 8-bedroom home in the Sussex County side.
I mean,
she went viral when she started selling her bathwater for 24, whatever this increment is, a jar. To her
I found her.
You don't seem like you're that impressed by the physical look.
It's got to do with more. It's not somebody from Dasani that's buying these.
Oh.
Yeah.
She should be selling.
Or
looks like she sells cake.
Yeah,
if you're into that. Sounds like Jake's into it.
Hold on a second. More recently, she decided that she was kind of a little bit pixie.
Oh no, that's anime.
Yeah.
The anime stuff. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out at anime.
Cotton candy.
Anime. Why am I saying anime?
Oh gosh, we know Jake loves
Jake
cotton
got
candy.
the cotton candy machine. Jake, I feel like you're a little too happy about this girl right now. Are you a
No.
fan, Jake?
I mean, I only saw the no. I mean, no.
Yeah, right.
See, you lose me at anime or anime, whatever. Anime. You lose me at that. And I'm not. I don't know. I'm not into that. That stuff's weird.
You can email her for business inquiries.
Yeah, no, yeah. Maybe she'll come to Pickle Fest.
This doesn't make any sense though, because she has 3.1 million followers. She's only posted 91 times.
But is that where they get the link to her?
Maybe.
A lot of times, don't they put that on their like Instagram and stuff?
Sweet Lord.
You can get away with a lot on Instagram.
Obviously.
Well, ask Britney Spears.
True. But she always has like the...
She's shirtless with her hands over her nips every day.
Okay, but they're covered.
If she's not dancing with knives.
Ew. Oh.
So anyway.
Further proof.
Of what anime? Yeah, she's.
Well,
yeah,
it's
she's
not
into-
even anime. What's that called when they furries?
No.
No, furries is when you're full.
That's more of an e-girl.
A what girl?
I'm sorry. What?
E-girl. That's what they call them. Like
Go ahead.
internet girl. Like gamers. It's like a thing.
She has ears.
You think that's
So-
that's more of a video
It's
game?
more like a
girl?
role
She
play.
has furry ears.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that.
But I thought furry was full.
Yeah, I think it is.
You're like in a full bear
Yeah,
suit.
that's more like a role play e-girl type of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I think.
she's like on Twitch, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of girl be on Twitch.
Yeah.
All cute, like hi.
Yeah.
Thanks for the donation. Yeah, furries I see as someone dressed as like Teddy Ruxpin tackling you. Pride night in Cleveland at the Guardians game. We were waiting in line for $2 beers for quite some time. You were with friends. I was alone. I wanted to speak to you so bad. I hope the look in your eyes was attraction from your side too. And that's it.
Wow.
So if you were in line for $2 beers, Pride night at the Guardians game, and you had attraction in your eyes, someone's looking for
What
you.
does that look like?
Depends.
I just put a muscle in my stomach.
A lot of things. Ton of things. A million faces you could make.
That's so gross.
Could be. It could have been gross. We don't know. We weren't there. There you go. Misconnections.
Jake, let me see your attraction look.
What's your attraction? Seduce Lauren with your eyes.
Come on, I'm waiting. This isn't.
I can't. I don't make faces.
You don't have to leave that.
Well, I was gonna
You know what?
say, actually, I'm gonna
I don't. Yeah, I don't just look at a girl and just like make a weird face and be like, "Come here."
Okay.
Not even
That's
gonna
fair.
try.
No,
I can't. I can't top the two you did. I can't.
Fair enough. I did do. I do a pretty good job right there.
To Charleston, South Carolina with Q92.
Oh, there it is. There's a cue to call on the final day to become a finalist for the Charleston Flyaway. You and whoever you want to bring. Going to Charleston, South Carolina hotel, taken care of by Q92. Your flight there, taken care of by Q92. Let's go, everybody. Caller 10 right now. You will be our next finalist. 330-450-9292. Caller 10. Good luck.
You too.
Let me see here. Oh, quick shout out to Jake. I've been catching myself saying, "Kay, love you, bye," when leaving social situations.
Oh, I just giggled. Did you hear his high-pitched little?
Yeah.
"Kay, love you, bye." Yeah. It happens every day around 9:55.
It does.
Catch it today if you like.
Canton.
All right, congratulations. You're caller number 10. You are now a finalist.
Great. That's awesome.
Yeah, congrats, Joe. You're now in the running. You could be headed to Charleston, South Carolina for a couple of days. If you win, who are you taking with you?
I'm going to have to put some thought into that. Probably my girlfriend.
All right. Well, if you didn't, you might not have one when you come back.
That is fair. That is fair.
All right, Joe, just tell everybody your favorite station.
Q92.
Awesome.
There you go, buddy. You just got in there. You are now a finalist on the final day. But for those who didn't get through, Lauren, they've still got one more chance with the morning show to become a finalist.
That's right. You better hustle over to Facebook, YouTube, and X. Find that video live stream. Give us a like. Drop a pineapple emoji in there. We're going to pull our very last finalist for the morning show from you viewers on social media in about 5 minutes. So I'd get over there and do it.
Saw Tom Brady's ex-wife got pulled over yesterday. Did you see those pictures?
No, I didn't.
She got a little. It looked like she was crying.
What did she get pulled over for?
I
Speeding?
didn't think a normal speeding down, anything crazy.
And she lost her mind? I mean, I
I don't
probably
know,
would.
but
I'm going to be fair and say I'd probably cry too.
so I don't have you. You've never cried at a traffic stop, have you?
I've never had a traffic stop.
In your life? Wow, that's impressive. I went through a little phase in my 20s where I was caught speeding on 680 for all the Youngstown listeners. There's a spot on 680 where it goes from 65 to 50.
Yeah.
And the cops there, the Youngstown cops, almost more than the Stadies, they love that area. They sit there and patiently wait for anyone to go under 65.
Yeah.
I've been busted more than once when it goes from 65.
Well, it's probably a problem area. That's probably why they camp.
Yeah. Yeah, I went through quite a few. I always went with the pure politeness, sir, hoping that would always help. It never did. I got a nice compliment from a cop once, although he still gave me the ticket. I mean, he said
that was just a couple years ago, wasn't it? I think I remember this.
No, this was in Youngstown days.
Oh.
I've been pulled over here a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Speeding over here, as a matter of fact, too. But speeding's been my number one.
Really? Because you
thing.
drive really slow compared to me.
Yeah, well,
Jake.
Jamie's the same way. Jamie flies, digs in and out of traffic. I'm like, we're all gonna die. But yeah, I've been caught speeding. I think it's where I speed, not when.
Yeah.
I pick the wrong places.
Yeah.
So, but I tried the whole polite thing, and it never got me out of a ticket. I never got out of one. I got a warning from a wildlife guy a while back.
Actually, I take that back. I was pulled over once, but I was 17. And it was only because I went a little bit left of center, later in the evening in Belden Village. And honestly, it was not a big deal. I mean, it was that I went left of center. I was dumb. I didn't go that far left of center, but in that area, I think they were worried that maybe I was a drunk driver.
Fair enough.
But I was taking a friend home, and my purse fell off my seat. So I reached down to like grab it, and when I reached down, that's when I went left of center. So they pulled me over, and then he's like, "Where are you coming from?" I was like, "Dropping a friend off." Like, I was terrified. And he's like, "Oh, what have you been doing tonight?" I'm like, "Watching Armageddon," because that's what we were doing.
Fair enough.
And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Have you had anything to drink?" And I'm like, I think it was like Fanta. Like, I was so naive. He's like, "Okay." And I think he could tell I was
Fanta.
terrified. And he's
Squirt.
like,
I was drinking Squirt.
he's like, "You keep blinking." And I'm like, "Well, to be fair, you have a flashlight in my face, and I fell asleep with my contacts in towards the end of the movie." Like, I was brutally honest with him. And he was like, "Okay." He's like, "What made you go left of center?" I'm like, "My purse fell off the seat. I was just picking it up, and I took my eyes off the road. I'm so sorry." And he let me go. He was like, "It's okay." He's like, "It's fine." He's like, "In this area, there's a lot of bars. It's after 11:30. I'm like, "Okay, my curfew's midnight, and I'm about to get in trouble for that because I gotta go."
So I asked Jake, "You were out of the room?" I go, "Jake, have you ever woken up and seen a demon?" He laughed and was like, "No, never. I, too, have had dreams before. Many dreams in my life. I've never woke up and thought I saw a demon."
Yeah, me either.
Lauren, you ever see a demon?
No.
That's 0 for 3. Who the hell made this statement?
Where did the article come from?
There's no article.
Oh, it's just a statement.
Just says, if you've ever woken up unable to move and felt like there was someone or something in the room with you, you might have experienced sleep paralysis. This happens, blah, blah, blah. Then it goes on. Many people report feeling a presence in a room with them during sleep paralysis, with some even seeing figures that seem real. Studies have shown that a significant percentage of people experience these sensations. This phenomenon has been depicted in various forms of art, literature, sometimes being interpreted as encounters with ghosts or supernatural beings or demons.
Huh.
Who the hell's seen a demon? You ever have sleep paralysis? I have not.
I have not either.
Okay.
Luckily.
No.
I think that would be terrifying.
That would be more scary than a demon to me. If I woke up and I couldn't move,
yeah,
that would be fear. What is happening? Well, I can't move anything.
That would be awful. Because I'd be like, what's wrong with me?
Come on. Has anyone ever seen a demon? Anyone ever wake up and see someone looking over them that wasn't? I mean, no.
Oh, I mean, that happens. But it's usually, you used to be like my kids, getting up in the middle of the night to let me know that they didn't feel good. And you'd open your eyes and you'd have a kid right there. And you're like,
son of a bitch. Don't do that. Don't you do that.
Oh, they got the talking to at one point because it scared the crap out of me the once. I'm like, you have to touch me. Like, I want you to take your hand and put it on my arm. You know what I mean? And then say, "Mom,
wake me.
Don't stand there until I open my eyes."
Like the girl from the Ring movie.
Like a creepy weirdo.
Yeah, no, I get that. You're afraid to wake your parents. Because I remember when I
you
would
don't
try
want
to
get in trouble.
When I wanted to stay in my parents' room and it was storming,
yeah,
I would do that. I would sit there and be like, stare at my dad like, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna be mad. I'm scared, but he's gonna be mad when I wake him up. Someone texted in, my ex. That's not a demon.
I have one too on Facebook. Amy said her ex-husband
saw demons.
No, I think she
her ex-husband.
She saw her and saw him.
Text message. I used to wake up and see demons every day. That divorce was the best thing I ever bought. See, I think we're having fun. Never saw a demon, but tried chewing my arm off when I woke up as to try not to awake who was lying beside me.
What?
Never saw a demon, but tried chewing my arm off when I woke up as to try not to awake who was lying beside me.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
how it came in. I don't know if that was a bad talk to text. Look and tried to chew. Taylor Swift, Post Malone, Fortnite right here on today's Hit Music. It is Q92. That's going to about do it for us here this morning. Before we get out of here, thank you to everyone that went over to the live video feed of the morning show on YouTube, Facebook, and X. You click the like button. You put the pineapple emoji in there in hopes of being selected as a finalist for a chance to win that flight and hotel stay to Charleston, South Carolina. Lauren, who did it pay off for today? Who are we randomly going to pick?
Today is Matt Zoel.
Matt Zoel.
I think that's how you say it. Sorry if I butchered that, but
Congratulations. You are now a finalist. You have a chance to get that phone call from us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. If you are a finalist, that's when we call the winner. Make sure your phone's near you. Hopefully you can answer it. If you're sitting here going, oh man, I wasn't one of the 4 finalists this morning. Don't worry. You're not done yet. Nicolina's got finalist spots for you. So does Keller this afternoon and Ryan tonight. But it's the final day to become one. So keep listening. Q92 all day long. Keep listening for the Q to call. It can happen anytime. Be caller number 10. I want to thank Rich DeRocher from the Hall of Fame for joining us like he does every Wednesday. Thank you guys for the calls, the texts, the reactions on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Always a good time. And then we'll come back and do it all over again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. And special shout out to Jamie for that extra special spider footage.
Yeah. The video of me attacking the spider. I did win. I'm here to tell the tale. But man, was that a scary moment in my life. But I feel good. I feel like I didn't conquer fear. It's still there. But I faced it.
You did face it because
I didn't conquer it.
typically you'll be like, nope. Like you'll, as a grown man, go get another grown man from a studio that's willing to kill a spider.
Done it a million times here.
Yep.
I got Rex.
Yep.
Rex will come in and kill any spider.
Yeah, oh, he does. I mean, he is like aggressive. He's like,
Rex is like, where is he?
Got it.
Point out that SOB. So, thank you guys for listening. As always, have a great afternoon, a great day. Watch out, maybe some storms later.
Could be, yeah. Thanks for waking up with us, though.
We'll be back tomorrow. Anything, Jake, for anybody before we leave?
Love you, bye.
There you go. It's Kane Brown Marshmallow. Miles on it. Q92.